Hi everyone, it's Øyvind Martinsen here. This will be a very short video by the Lake Vansjø in Norway, and the moon is up behind me, and just a few minutes more the sun will be below the horizon in that direction, and I will have some colors on the sky behind me here. So I'm using my Carl Zeiss 18mm wide angle lens, and I'm going to balance the light between the sky and the foreground with a 2-stop hard-edge Gale-Rowell graduated neutral density filter. Here we have the 2-stop Gale-Rowell graduated neutral density filter. The size of the filter is 120mm here by 84mm here on the shorter side. And you can see there's a short graduation, that's why we call it a hard stop filter. The graduation is over only 5% of the area of the filter, and here we have the clear glass and here the dark part. So I darken the sky with the dark part of the filter, and then I balance the light between the foreground and the sky in the landscape photograph. So we use this hard stop filter when we have a horizon that is pretty straight. We can compare the hard stop filter with a soft stop filter. This is a Gale-Rowell graduated neutral density filter with a 2-stop soft. And you can see the difference. Here we have the hard edge, and here we have a soft graduation from 0 here to full graduation up here. Typically we use this filter when we have a horizon that it's not so straight. Typically when we have mountains, buildings and trees. So this is very easy to use. And behind me here I have nice ice formations over a rock. It can be very interesting as a foreground. And I'm going to work low with my tripod and get the ice and that rock in the foreground towards that beautiful sky that is in the creation behind me here. I'm shooting in aperture priority, and I'm using aperture f16, and I have ISO 200, and then my camera will select the shutter speed for me, and I will also balance the light between the foreground and the sky with a graduated neutral density filter, and you can see what happens when I put it in front of the lens. Here it is, here it comes, and see, it's a better balance between the sky and the foreground. Much better. Hi again, now I'm back on the computer, and here we can see one of the images. I used the 2-stop Gale-Rowell graduated neutral density filter here, and I dragged it down here to the horizon, a little bit down here in the reflections here. So then I darken the sky and balance the light between the sky and the foreground. Then we get a better balance and a better contrast. One thing about the filter is that it also darkened this forest here, but we can take a look in the development process what I did to deal with that problem. You see the shadow slider here, so I drag. This was the original, so I lifted the shadows up to 86 up there, and it looks better. We see details here in the forest, and also better light here in the foreground. So the shadow button is very good to use, or the shadow slider. That's a good tool. Let's go back to the library module, and here we can see the settings. ISO 200, the focal length was the size 18mm wide angle lens, and I used aperture f16 to get depth of field from the foreground here and to the far background. And we can see the shutter speed was 1/5 of a second. Let's take a look at the image in full frame. here we have it. I like it. Always nice to come home when we have pictures like this. And I also took a couple of verticals. Here's one. I like the arrangement of the eyes here. So we have good lines, textures, patterns. So I like this one. And we also have the reflection here of the moon and the colors. Another vertical is this one. Here we have even more textures in the eyes. Well, thank you for watching, and I'll see you in another video. And don't forget to hit the subscribe button, the red subscribe button below, and share and like the video, and feel free to comment below the video. And I'll see you in the next one.